Hey, chickadees. I'm Low Rooster, and you're in the hen house. We've got the new arc, and I know you may have seen some of my opinions about it earlier from yesterday's video, but we're also going to dig into the events video. So I want to look at the events calendar and talk about what we're getting, look at where we can kind of, synergize a lot of this. The more free to play you are or low to spend, the more important it is that you save different kinds of resources and be saving. So it's important to know what big events are coming for the whole arc so that you can kind of capitalize and score as high as you would like or as high as it will be possible for you to do. You don't want to be the one who spends a whole bunch of ultra recruits or G3 materials only to find out a day or two later, darn it, if I had waited, I could have capitalized and got some extra good rewards for that. So that's what this video is about, and I hope you find it helpful. Anyway, remember to like and subscribe when that happens. So let's look in there. Alrighty, so we'll go in here, and again, we got this billboard section. This is not as well understood, I think. So you'll find the release notes here that you have, but also soon after we go live with the event, we get the event schedule. I'll be referencing the calendar a little bit as well to let you know. The battle pass is going through the 3rd through the 22nd. The 22nd last day is a Sunday, so we'll just be looking at some of that because like when they have us do Swarm, they are usually not on a Sunday, so they don't coincide with Swarm Sunday, but maybe they will this time. Let's look. Again, so you can get your battle pass. So right now the battle pass is already active, and we're doing the recruit tendy activity for May 3rd through 22nd. All right, so completing pass throughout the month. And you can get a full unlock of her if you complete all these events with the May complete. So be paying attention to that from the get-go about what you can do. We're also going to have from the 9th through the 14th, and this is on down to level 10 and above Alliance Leaderboard, the Mistress of Winter Constellation. Yeah, okay, sorry. Little moment of not feeling great about this event. Compete against other alliances to gain the most Syndicate XP, with a bonus for researching the new Prime node that doubles the amount of Syndicate XP in your daily chest. So those who buy the double Prime for the Prime for the Orion Syndicate doubling will get more pulls during this time, and they will likely rank higher. So the people who buy these Prime. But again, this Prime is kind of a waste because it's capped. So once you fill it up, you've sort of wasted some stuff. So I would look closely and make sure that those rewards are really worth $100 or whatever dollars it is for a Prime that is only going to serve you for a short time. So check that out. All right. Anyway, but you may want to save the day before. You may want to coordinate your opening of your Syndicate chest so that you pull it after reset when this starts. That I would recommend. All right, now we're going into the next generation stuff. This started on the 3rd. Today is the 4th of the recording here. So this is the TNG IMS for level 10 and above is running through May 3rd through 9. Server-wide events. There's a whole bunch of things next generation themed. All right, so cool. We've got the Icarus Factor thing. We kicked off with this starting on the 3rd. It's going through the 6th. And it's a 4-day thing. So day 1, we did Battle Eclipse Hostiles and Armadas. That was yesterday. It was kind of crazy for everyone, honestly. If you were competing in that, it was very hard to get those Armadas run. Today is completing research and using Galaxy consumables. Shout out with the exocomps. Just make sure it's actually Galaxy and not something else. Because the research, you naturally want to use like a research boost exocomp. And that's not the one that counts. So it's more about like fighting hostiles and stuff or mining. So check that out if you're trying to use it for that purpose. The next day is going to be doing swarm hostiles for 17 above, or mining resources if you're lower than that. So mining if you can't swarm. And day 4 will upgrade your station or deploy station consumable. So these are the station exocomps for speed up building and research building, particularly if you're doing upgrades. So a domination style event. All right. So the Officer Exchange Program, that's on May 4th, which is today, and it's coming back again on the 9th. This one I think was a little confusing. Well, actually not this one. The next one is the Officer Exchange Program. This is level 26 and above. A ticketed event. You choose. You have this certain select set of officers, like Federation one has Picard, Beverly, and Riker, which are great officers to do some hostile grinding on, but you have to put them, like in this case, you have to put them in a Romulan faction ship. So you need to pay attention both to the officers that you're going to use. Those are the best ones when it comes to like hostile grinding. because others are like Nero and all that, but it's like which, and then you put them in a cross faction ship. So make sure you have the ship and the officers, and you think it's doable for you before you spend those tickets. All right, tickets are going to be in the battle pass and only for sale. Other than that, so don't look for the free gifts on your tickets. So, or if you have them saved up from before, which is a great thing to do when you don't like them. Don't spend, save the tickets. So we're also doing cadet training. It's going to be the same time. This is on the 4th and the 9th. This one has been a little more confusing, and it applies to everyone level 10 and above. So it's for the cadets. So use the officers from the cadet crew, which is the okay. If you've watched any of my officer videos or all that, that's going to be your cadet Ahura with Cadet McCoy, Ahura as captain. In order to kill, or on the next gen side, that's next gen Geordi with next gen Beverly Crusher on the side. Those two are the Ike Moreau, so to speak, lower level versions, and then you can put like Chen and Talon on them. So those will be great ways to get some extra stuff. Although you can use some other folks. So, but those would be the ones I would focus on because you're going to be able to do most effective hostile grinding with those groupings. So they have to make sure that one of them is a captain, and a Cadet Ahura and Geordi are the ones that are the best in that regard. All right, and go kill a bunch of hostiles. All right, so the Who's That Officer, now this is kind of a good one they're bringing back again. So May 6th through 7th, we'll have to guess which officer is being displayed on the graphic. You know, they'll have a silhouette and some information, and then there's a task based on if you know which one it is. So it's kind of fun, and you know, those are usually enjoyable and something to kind of help your alliance mates with if they're going, who is that pointy-eared person? Is it Spock? Be the first question. No, if they're on an Enterprise. So shout out to Rev. Anyway, TNG crew recruit. All right, so May 6th through 7th, prove you have a strong station ready for strong captains. Gain officer shards of 3 TNG crew members by spending uncommon G3 or higher material. So that's the 6th through the 7th. That's going to be Friday into Saturday. So a 2-day G3 and above spend event. All right, that's going to give you that's going to gain officer shards of 3 TNG crew members. Now, if we're lucky, it's Picard, Beverly, and Riker, but who knows? So that'll also, you know, your desire to get the officers that they're presenting will affect how much you want to spend. But if you're looking to spend G3, this is a good time to do it to get those officers, unless you don't care about those officers. All right, so there's an away teams coming up on the 7th and the 8th, and the 7th and the 8th is a Saturday, Sunday. So that is, they mentioned TOS ARC launched a away team. They're kind of mixing their groupings here, but anyway, complete assignments, strive for criticals, and bring in valuable rewards. So you might want to do some long ones because usually the failure on like higher ones works too. So sometimes people intentionally fail 3-day ones just so they can get a bunch of what I call loser points to pad it and make it easier. Or this is when you save those speed ups and you sit on them because we get this from time to time in the arcs. So be aware of that. All right, Armada hunt. I mean, where would we be if we weren't spending Armada directives, right? Level 20 and above. This is May 8th and 9th, which, of course, is a Sunday and a Monday. So that Monday will make it a little interesting during Mining Monday. Show the outposts that you have the Force to recommend. Score in this event by damaging Federation, Klingon, and Romulan armadas. The FKR grouping, which they could have mixed that around so that it doesn't sound like it does when we pronounce the FKR. You know, just say it to yourself. All right, now we'll go into the Discovery side. The IMS there starts on the 10th, so that's going to kick off on, well, the 10th is a Tuesday, the 10th through the 16th. And so that's going to be a whole nother segment. You know, we already have the TNG arc, so, and it's all going to kind of be self-contained. Then we move to Discovery. All right, so that's how we're doing this anthology. The rest of the players in your galaxy, server-wide event, right? So SMS stuff. The Hunter Killer, this is the one people were not, another one we're not necessarily thrilled has come back. Discovery Arc, Territory Capture was introduced, that's true. Battle other commanders during active takeovers, otherwise known as the Whale and Kraken Fest of rolling over everybody who's not one of those, or bigger whales beating smaller whales. So not a lot of fun there, but props to you if you figure it out and find some ways. And I hope you score some punch ups. So, pew pew. All right. This one is written in Klingon. And I can't say it here because of terms of service, but you can check out what I think it says when you check my Twitch streams. So we'll be looking at that. Anyway, it may have something to do with, hey, why don't you spend some money and jump off a cliff in Klingon? So anyway, Section 31 recruitment. All right, May 10th through the 13th. Compete with other commanders by unlocking the new Server 31 Discovery refit. Do that by spending some money. Spend Discovery recruit tokens. So sit on your Discovery recruit tokens. Don't cash them in. And earning Lorca shards. All right, cool. It sounds like you're by earning Lorca shards, you're spending it. We'll have to look into what we're getting there. Discovery versus Discovery on May 11th, and then separately on the 16th. That's a Wednesday and a Monday. All right, now this one I kind of like. Fight with other players using the Discovery across any beta system in Origin territory. That's the territory capture space. I know that came up last month when this happened. All right, players without a Discovery will get the frontline support event anyway, which is by sending helps. Pressing the helps while people tell you how fun that is. Anyway, the Discovery versus Discovery is pretty fun because it takes. There's only so big a Discovery can get, and then it's about your officers repairing, and then luck. Now there tends to be some places that you go where you just get steamrolled. So sometimes you work it out with some friends, some stuff. But check that out. It can be a little fun, and it's kind of like Rialto Rumble. Not that big of a deal. So you can repair and rinse and repeat, depending on how you feel. All right. Anomalous materials, May 12th through 13th. Return to your station with raw isogen or raw mycelium, whether mined or stolen, spending iso-emulsion, that's in research, and mining resources. What I like about this 2-day event is that you can mine isogen and mycelium, and of course you can go poach it as a pirate if you want on the OPC and bring it back to your station, so you got to dock it. To get credit as opposed to just mining it. And then you can spend the ISO emulsion. So if you've been saving that up, don't do researches that include ISO emulsion except during this time. And then you can mine some other resources. So it gives you a lot of options as opposed to everyone's looking for crystal today, that sort of thing. I find those to be quite annoying. Let me know what you think down below. All right, a chance to shine, May 14th through 15th. Lower decks officers. Defeat hostiles with large bonuses for having an officer with below decks ability on board the ship. Using below decks, give the buffs. So hostile grinding, putting them below decks. So if you have them, and most people should have Badgie at the very least, but you have a chance to be getting some of those in the store, get Boimler and Mariner and all that stuff. So you can load them out on multiple ships or do different things like that. See how those numbers fly. I don't think we're getting extra bonuses for having more than one on the same below decks. So you might want to spread them around. But test first and make sure. All right. Disco Crew Recruit is the 15th and 16th. And that's a Sunday into Monday. Compete against players from across the galaxy. This is a cross-server leaderboard, people. Cross-server leaderboard. Compete against players from across the galaxy to recruit the officers from the Discovery Crew. Remember, you should have been sitting on those Discovery Crew pieces. And you'll have that. Scoring this event by spending, in this case, Ultra Recruit tokens. So we had an Ultra Recruit spend before. I know I did the one for Mariner last time, and boy, did I spend everything I'd stockpiled. So I might be a little broke on this one, and other people maybe too. Of course, there is a store. But save what you got so you can compete as best as you can. We'll see how high the numbers go for this one. All right. So then we move into the original series on the 17th through the 22nd. 17th, again, we're going by Tuesday into a Sunday into Monday. So the IMS for that will be the TOS section, all right? And we're going to have Doomsday events, and, you can just, hear the worms already. Ugh. Anyway, yes, Doomsday worms and armadas, our favorites. Days 1 through 3, Alliance milestone and leaderboards for completing solo events and defeating Doomsday enemies. Day 1 is also raid resources from hostiles to prepare for battle. Day 2 is defeat Doomsday worms. Yay. Okay. Or other special hostiles. Levels 10 through 29. You're lucky at this point if you're lower than 30 on that one. To weaken the enemy. And 2 and 3 start and defeat Doomsday armadas. So days 2 and 3, particularly day 3, you have to do the Doomsday armadas, which are yay fun. So Scopely please fix these doomsday worms and their armadas. It spells doom for the game, or the more we have to grind these. And God help us, we're doing them all the time. And it was day one of this arc and day one of every arc, it seems. It's like, don't defeat us before we've started. We're already struggling with this arc. Anyway, there'll be a heroic SMS event running each day to get bonus rewards for each armada start. All right. Now, scrambled communication. I'm happy to see this on the 19th through the 21st. So that is a Thursday through a Saturday. So that'll be a little fun because at least by Saturday you can get it hopefully done. It's the coded messages and get clues. And then, of course, it'll give you, decipher those clues, work with your alliance, or check out a cheat video that we might make. And then you can do the thing, mine one tritanium in a certain system, things like that. So that can be fun. Fascinating mining on the 20th through 21st. And that is a Friday and Saturday, because far be it, to be honest. Compete with rival alliances by mining dilithium, mycelium, data, and isogen. So that's good, again, because that spreads it out. There's a bunch of, you'll find something. Isogen or data or whatever, I guess mycelium. Use Discovery Officer's Arium for ISO or Tilly to receive double points. So Arium is great for isogen, so that'll be good. Or take a risk with Fess, who snuck onto the ship to investigate these new riches for triple points. Fess, this is where Fess actually shines. Like Arium, a speed miner. So get you the points, reduces your protected cargo. So that'll be fun. Fun enough. Easily done if you have those officers and all. All right, the TS crew is 20 through the 21. Prove you got a strong station. Gain TOS crew officer stars by spending uncommon G3 or higher materials. So if you don't want the TNG officers with the G3 spend, there's another G3 spend coming on the 20th and the 21st, which is Friday through Saturday. So the other one was, I think, the G3 to get TOS crew officers on there. And then we have the Wrath Tour of Duty, a level 10 and above, solo milestone. All right, during raid, use Khan or Harrison to defeat Federation hostiles in Wrath, and TOS Kirk or Kelvin Kirk to defeat Romulan or Klingon hostiles in Tour of Duty. Lower level players can defeat non-faction hostiles. So you'll be able to go grind with these particular ones and to do those different faction ones. So, not the most efficient, but we'll get through it. All right, then we go into the additional events. All right, so we have a CV's Pacem Parabellum on May 10th to get those heavy traders knocked out in the capital systems. Cosmic Cleanup returns every Saturday, which a lot of people will be happy about. Probably should get that all the time. Anyway, and we'll talk about that now. The ticketed events on the 7th, the 10th, the 12th. Let me get my calendar up here. On Saturday the 7th, the Tuesday the 10th, the Thursday the 12th, the Saturday the 14th, right, and then Friday the 20th. So all over the place, but 5 of them, and you're going to have ticketed activities to get 10D shards. And tickets are sourced in the battle pass. Extras can be purchased, meaning you're not going to get any in the free chests. So save them, or save them for using later, or what have you. And get them out of your battle pass if you don't already have them, or buy them if you think it's worth it. We'll have the Jellyfish Pursuit on May 11th, 12th, and that's the G3, G4 spend. The Jellyfish Brawl on the 13th, 14th, so for the level 39 and above. And the Battle of the Elites solo milestone for level 51 and above, so there's something a little special up there on May 20th. Defeat other players in a specific system with bonuses for using higher level ships. So it'll be Kraken warplay. But I mean, that sounds fun. I mean, again, that could be fun for them. They can do that, and maybe we'll stay away from something else that's going on. So that would be a fun thing for them to do while people are duking it out with their discoveries. Anyway, now, one thing that is noticeably missing is a treasury event. There's nothing mentioned about a treasury event. So either they're going to sneak one in and they forgot, or we're going to get it at the end of the month after this, because this goes till the 22nd. So maybe that'll round out and we'll have a treasury event too. Unclear. So look for updates, follow in Discords like mine, and there'll be a link below for it. Anyway, I hope this helps you plan so you can have some fun and dominate and save some of those tickets and G3 and Ultra Recruits and Discovery tokens that you might want to save for when the events pop up. And we hopefully can have some fun together with some of these coded messages and little puzzles. So anyway, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. That's the thumbs up. Make sure you smash the notification bell so you know the next time I post a video or when I go live for live streaming Star Trek Fleet Command on Sunday mornings on YouTube. And then also please subscribe. We're over almost 700 subscribers, going strong right now. So thank you. With your help, we can get up there to 1,000, which is our next big goal. And I know we can do it. Thank you all for your help. Also, links below to Twitch and my Discord. I'm on Twitch most of the time in the evening, Pacific time after work, as well as during the day and in the mornings at server reset on the weekends. I hope to see you in any of these places. Come drop me some comments and let me know how you're doing and what you're thinking about the arc and if it's getting better, if you didn't like the start of it. So let's see. Y'all take care. CockADoodle do.